All right, everybody, welcome back to the second part of our actual play introduction to City of Espers. I am your GM and game designer, Nathan Blades, and this is our fabulous group of players who joined us for the first session and are back for more. Once again, going from left to right, Aloha.
Hey, I'm Aloha. I do a lot of general TTRPG things. I am playing Pepper Kane. Both of our pronouns are he, him.
And we have Sheila.
Hello, my name is Sheila Ornthalis. I do streaming and TTRPG design as well. And I am playing Molly Minerva. Both of our pronouns are she, her.
We have Ray.
Hello, I'm Ray, playing Yuffie or Fifi, rocking the they, she. Happy to be back.
And last but by absolutely no means least, Christian.
Hi there, I'm Christian. I do them shows for you, and also I play Savan, who's way more energetic than me, and they, them for them.
Please do watch the first part if you haven't already to catch up on the story. But if you're looking to see some of the more advanced rules that City of Espers has to offer, or how a combat scene could play out, you are in the right place. And as said before, please do get hold of the free pre-release copy of City of Espers and keep up with updates and releases of the full game on our website, cityofespersrpg.com. That is cityofespersrpg.com. Right, let's get back to it. We see, once again, Zena City, now in the blazing middle of the day. A sunny afternoon day, people are bustling around, the energy is at its peak as we once again hear the sound of radio crackle in a tuning of frequency as we once again hear Ms. Zena.
Good evening, sweethearts. It's your sweet and soulful DJ, Ms. Zena, and you are listening to 108.9 The Pulse. When you last tuned in, you got to know some of the members of the House of Vox. Pepper Kane, the patient second-in-command with a mysterious past. Molly Minerva, the hard-working stagehand and station security. Yuffie K, the bubbly party girl. And Savan, the mic rockin' rollerblader. Radio broadcasts from the House of Vox have held the community together for decades, but in the social media age, people are increasingly getting their news from elsewhere. The station gives shelter and an honest day's work to the people that really need it, but it's its listeners that help keep the lights on. What's certainly illuminating things, though, is the new video billboard that's popped up in the neighborhood. The screen's so bright, folks can barely sleep at night, and it's a total affront to the sensibilities, sweetheart. The community looks to the House of Vox to problem solve. And so, can our Espers come up with a solution? If they can't, well, Ms. Zena may have an idea or two. Before we get back to the action, a reminder of our content warnings. We're going to be running into topics of traditionalism versus technology, gentrification, how society can sometimes treat the unhoused, application of intrusive thoughts, and, potentially, some incredibly greasy fast food. But, for the moment, we return to the skate park, and an individual who we were not expecting to see.
Indeed, actually, Savan, why don't you go and explain the circumstances we find our Espers in?
Oh, perfect, actually, because Savan immediately clicks on the broadcast on their large, oversized microphone stand as they hold the camera in one hand, hold this, turn it around to face both themselves and Fifi as they immediately announce, "Hey, Xander City, guess what? We're gonna do this grind rail, we're gonna fucking cream it, watch this. Yo, I'm Savan, and this is Fifi, and we're about to do something no one else has ever done before. Ready, Fifi?"
Ready?
Alright. Immediately changing the plans, Savan, noticing the arrival of their rival, self-declared only One Direction, has decided that in order to gather the attention of the entire city of Zephyr, they're gonna do some tricks on a course that is notoriously hard to work on. Wiping out on it is quite common. So common, in fact, that Savan has done it in a video he hopes they get to delete after this is done. So they aim the camera forward at Fifi. Their rival, Bijou, right below, showing up. And they're going to show just how good Pulse can be. As they aim the camera forward and are going to have Fifi go and then immediately follow, having the camera follow Fifi from behind as best as possible.
I see. That's an excellent plan. However, because this is an NPC that is a little bit more involved than just normally the GM does not play cards, and if they have to, they'll just flip cards from the top of the deck. But Bijou's a major character and has the ability to do psychic abilities just like you all can. So as a result, I'm going to go and draw 5 cards to represent what Bijou can do. Going before all of you, just to kind of like head up the start of the round, you see Bijou thinking about this predicament that he has accidentally found himself in. He was mostly expecting to just enjoy his unicorn frappuccino and not have to deal with the rival not rival that he maintains. But it seems that Savan really wants there to be a playful animosity, or at least he reads it as playful, between the two of them. And being a theatre kid, a member of the House of Fantabulosa, he is more than willing to act the villain. And he uses his psychic ability. A copy of Bijou appears, and one of the copies moves over to this half-pipe area and waits. Oh, well, I think this is going to be really impressive. But hey, don't wipe out now. Girls are watching.
There's only one thing to do now.
It feels like Fifi would be taking the action here next.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, Fifi, as per usual in action scenes, you have 2 actions. You can move, you can use one of your gears, you can use a freestyle action to do things that go beyond the scope of what tactical combat would allow. What do you want to do here? You also have some bonuses because Molly has identified a good point to bail from the rail you're on and make it to the half pipe. So you'll be getting a +1 to your check if you try and do a cool stunt.
I am going to try and seeing this play out in front of me, I get a little bit of a stroppy look across my face. I'm going to essentially plan to speed up, and I want to go up the half pipe, pull out my bubble wand, and hit this clone to attempt to ensnare them.
Sounds good. So, to move diagonally would be to a far range normally. However, one of the moves that we can do is parkour. Parkour is basically a way that you can move beyond your regular move action, but it costs a card to play. To do parkour in general, you need to make a flow check trying to beat a 9. However, you do have this +1 from Molly scoping things out, and I do believe one of your pieces of gear can also help here.
I do. I do have voyaging on my roller skates, which gives me a +1 to parkour checks.
So you're doing it at a +2 in addition to your flow. So
amazing. This is going to be... I definitely want to make sure I get this right. So that's going to be a 10 plus my flow, which is 2, plus a 1 from Molly, plus a 1 from the skates.
14. Absolutely. It is effortless. We see... describe the trick that you do as you kind of like clear this distance and land in the half pipe.
I'm going for like essentially a standing somersault, but like moving. I'm just gonna somersault backwards, and as I kind of get this like crescent kick upwards, in like one swift motion, I'm gonna pull out the bubble wand, ready for like the next action, essentially, as I aim myself into the half pipe.
Absolutely. So, making an attack with your bubble wand. Your bubble wand is a melee piece of gear. Meaning, when you make attacks with it, it goes off your vault. So you'll be adding your vault to this check.
All right. I only have the one card left in my hand.
But when you spend it, you refresh your entire hand.
Haha. And that is going to be a king, indeed. Plus my vault, which is 2.
Absolutely. Normally, it's fine in terms of this nature of jumping the gun a little bit in kind of clashes against people. Both people will be playing their cards at the same time. But they already had mine selected of it being a jack, which is not high enough. While these cards are both value 11, Bijou's hold, which is what you use to defend against Vault, is only 1. So you do succeed just.
Just like Fifi, going too fast. It's fine.
No, it's all good. Tell me about what this bubble wand looks like, and then what it looks like as you go and ensnare this version of Bijou. Was it the real one?
So this, the bubble wand itself is very kind of simple and rudimentary, but it looks like it's been stitched together like 3 or 4 times. It's got a lot of like tape and like even little like plasters across it, just like it's a miracle that like any kind of liquid is holding into this object at all. Mm-hmm. But as it swings, it's got this kind of like sparkly, like purple iridescence to it to match the house colors. Mm-hmm. I go ahead and swing forward, and it does have the ensnaring trait. So on a successful attack, the target cannot move or use parkour in their next action.
Mm-hmm. You swing the bubble wand at Bijou ? And we see the Bijou that is standing south of you, just kind of like eyes glance to the side for a moment like he's thinking. We see the Bijou in front of you, Yuffie, do an almost imperceptible kind of hop in the air, and then start slowly kind of spinning arm starfish out sideways as a big bubble surrounds them, and they are now free floating like there is no gravity below them whatsoever. That is not necessarily how your bubble wand works. It doesn't remove gravity, so you have an impression that this one is maybe the fake, but Bijou's playing along at the very least. Who would you like to pass to?
I'm gonna turn straight around, and I'm gonna see how Savant's doing.
Did? Yeah, well, as soon as you went, Savan would go to just dragging right behind, so that when you landed, they would be able to land right after, to ideally be a perfect display of Fifi and camera, but also the cameraman could do that while also holding the camera right. They're pretty sick. Cool, you know, pretty sick. And then, so we're gonna do that now. What am I looking at here?
It feels like if you're going to be jumping diagonally over to that half pipe, it is going to be a parkour check. But before we do that, me forgetting the order of things, Fifi, you're out of cards, aren't you?
I am out of cards.
Right. Let me deal you another set of 5.
Thank you.
If the deck happens to run out of cards, then the discard pile is reshuffled back into the deck, and it becomes the deck again. As for you, Savan, you'll be doing a parkour check. Once again, that is a difficulty 9 check to be able to do that, plus your flow. You also, I believe, have gear that can assist in this situation.
Yes, I have rollerblades, which give me a +1 to the my whatever I play for the check. Would this be the 9 then?
It is a gadget gear, so when you use it and it's relevant in a check, you get +1. So yes, play a card from your hand, trying to match or beat a 9, bearing in mind that you are adding your flow and you're getting a +1 from your skates.
Perfect. Then playing the 6 will meet because it's +2, then +1 for 9.
Beautiful. You do it with flying colors. Tell me what it looks like.
All right, so from the POV of the camera, you see Fifi go, and then the camera starts going from behind and lagging as well. And as both of us go, there's like you see the perfect jump Fifi makes, and like right after the jump ends there. The camera kind of spirals out of control a bit as Savan jumps too. And then when it comes into focus again, you can see both of them on the other side having made it, pointing together. Perhaps unintentional at the time, Savan also catches Bijou in the camera as well. Something that would be perfect for getting attention on this video later, but perhaps not something Savan wanted to do.
Hey, you do still have an additional action. You get 2. And what do you want to do now that you're here? That has been successfully recorded.
I'm going to use my broadcasting ability to like hold on and kind of announce and shout out the area, but also make the audio crisp and clear over the sounds of the city in the video. As I call out, just say, "That's what Pulse can do, but we got Bijou here. Let's see what they can do too." And then they're going to put Bijou on the spot to try to make the jump.
Okay, fabulous. This feels like it is going to be an attack, as it were, a social one to make.
Which I got 1 card left, and I will play it directly. My 8.
I was gonna say hold fire because it's gonna be clashed against, but it's okay. I pretend I do not see it because I already knew what card I was going to play. Because your broadcasting gear does something particularly unique when it's involved in things that are against a friend or rival, and you succeed. You get something called a tempo point, which is it's a bit of bonus currency which this game uses. I'll explain what tempo points do after this check. You were very lucky. I was going to sandbag here a little bit and play a 3.
Oh, of course.
Are you pointing your camera at bubbled Bijou or standing Bijou?
Let's do standing Bijou.
Standing Bijou still holding the Frappuccino, and you kind of like subconsciously be like, oh yeah, the other one isn't holding one. That's a pretty straightforward way to be able to tell them apart. All right. Like realizes that the camera is trained on him and immediately goes into kind of like a actor mode, being like, oh yes, I'm it's so exciting to be involved in the operations of House of Vox. I'm definitely a big fan of what you can do. I'm sorry, I'm not really the kind of skating type, but I'll do my best. Whoa! And he does this. He's on like a higher, like the kind of like skateboarding like steps that are like these big concrete steps, and he tries to kind of like parkour standing jump down them into, and he lands very hard. And it's like, ow, okay. In fact, he goes for like the superhero like 3-point landing, because obviously it would look dramatic on camera, and then it's kind of like, hey, this isn't a stage. This area is not built for kind of just resisting impact like that so easily, and he hurts his hand upon landing in that 3-point landing, and you see him kind of grit his teeth, and a teeny tiny tear in the left eye is like, yeah, I'm not as good at this as you, but I hope everybody out there does go and support the House of... House of Vox. Yeah,
turning the camera away from the wipeout after lingering on it long enough, shifting back. I'm Swan, this is Fifi, and that's it. And then they just like click it.
yeah. We're not going to show anymore. It's fine. As you cut the recording, and I think that the action scene ends there. Good work, everybody. Narrative action scenes go until the kind of circumstances have resolved themselves in a way. Those cards that you've kind of pulled to the side to concentrate are still active, so you can bear in mind that those are held onto. I will move those through back into the narrative scene side of things, so we have them as a reminder. With the your stunt video fully recorded, and Bijou getting up and kind of just waving their left hand around, like giving it some air is going to make it 8 class. Hopefully you got the footage you wanted. The you being able to kind of cross that gap from the rail to the half pipe was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. I mean, you think about it, it's kind of like I got to do that with the camera, which makes me kind of. I mean, it was extra hard, but you just got to nail it once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's good at something, right? And I mean, I'm definitely not the kind of athletic sort, so it's impressive to see work.
Something. We're all good at something. Hey, wait a minute. Savon snaps to attention. Hey, Bijou.
Yeah.
Kinda rolls up a little bit, looks up really close, looking up, I imagine. They're like, they're putting your face on billboards. What's up with that?
You see his expression for a while just kind of like crumple in like mild frustration. He gets under control, but it takes a beat too long. Yeah, yes. I was challenged to an Esper battle the other day, and very luckily, I must say, luck was definitely on my side. I managed to win, but apparently somebody caught it on camera, and it's done a whole thing.
Three guys, huh?
Yeah, yes. I wasn't expecting to be able to do it either, but it seems that they were not able to work out which one of me is real. He moves his hand, and like three hands kind of appear in after image behind. Pretty easily fooled. One of them genuinely ran directly into a brick wall.
Yeah, I guess if you can like make more of yourself, you can kind of have an equal match with anyone, right?
Is that kind of like the laugh response from running into a brick wall genuine from Savon, or is that an out of character chuckle?
You know what? I'll make that in character too. Yes.
Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah. Mostly though, I'm just kind of worried when my dad finds out. I'm not supposed to be doing that kind of thing, So.
Savon kind of like frowns a little bit there. And then kind of goes like, who cares about that? Come on. Look, you're going to do that kind of stuff. You gotta be cool about it, okay? It's like you don't even think about that.
He weighs up things again. Like, again, we get like an internal thought being like, okay, so this is going to be a really difficult thing to answer. If I say I do care about things like that, then he's going to kind of continue this rivalry. And if I don't care about things like that, then he's not going to take me seriously anymore. Am I even going to be able to be friends with him or not? It pulls back out again. Well, whatever.
Whatever. They stew a little bit, as then they falling hook, line, and sinker. They're just like, whatever. Oh, I think you're acting so cool like that, like you don't even care. I bet you do care entirely in, and it's just like, then Savon's all like, yeah, whatever. And then it kind of turns around. Yeah, we're gonna totally trash that billboard though.
Huh?
Oh yeah, every hour and 5 minutes, your dumb face pops up on the billboard. So we're just like, you know what? It's too bright, too shining, too pretty. We're gonna break it.
He breaks kayfabe, and his face genuinely looks like, I'm so sorry.
What? No, I mean, no. Well, it's just the light. Like, it's not like the face. It's just the light.
Oh,
it's
sorry. I meant to say kind of like, well, I mean, yeah, I'm, people should kind of know that I'm about in these kind of things. Like, I'm embarrassed that everybody's really kind of like, paying attention to who I am and calling me like a rising star and all of that. And like at least 2 other houses have tried to scout me. Like, so there's that big tournament that's going to be happening at the Palace next month, and the qualifiers are soon. So like, I'm probably going to be scouted to a pretty cool team. And if I'm on one of those teams, it means that I don't have to head up the House of Fantabulosa. So it's a weight off my back too, which is not a detail that you would even know that this is a thing that he's concerned with. And it's clearly like bleeding a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'm just making things happen. And I'm sorry that you have to like deal with it. Or whatever.
No, it's not a big deal because we can make things happen even bigger and better. So don't even worry about it. You just find your nice little team. Like they start rolling backwards slowly. Get on a nice little cozy, cushy team, get a lot of nice money and all that. We're going to be out here, though. We're going to be doing stuff a little bit differently. And then they're going to hit the stairs again. And then kind of tumble down the stairs because they're on rollerblades and just like, they get up.
Well, I'm going to leave you and your friend to it, you know? It was nice to meet you, by the way. I like your hair. To Fifi.
Thank you. It's friends. Molly's here too.
Yes. Looks over to the adults in the space who, when teenage drama is occurring, adults kind of become like alpha layered, semi-transparent, but has been pulled into. Yeah. It's nice to meet you. Fully polite mode comes on, slight bow.
No, you're good, kid. I look forward to seeing what you can do in the tournaments, but what do you mean by when your dad finds out? Like, those advertisements are pretty broadly distributed, I would think.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I guess it's like when you do pretty bad on a test and then, like, obviously your teachers email your parents, and then you're like, well, maybe they don't open their email. But they obviously do. I'm super grounded, so I should probably go and prepare my apology. I'm going to go work on that now. Could be a good playwright, even if I'm a mediocre actor. Peace. And he makes his way away. It just makes me think of, like, The Simpsons, of, like, Poochie returning to his home planet every time.
Amazing. Amazing.
Anyway, time passes and we move to evening. It's been a very busy day, but we have the opportunity for everybody to unwind. As a group, where do you want to go and hang out a little bit? As it can't be too close necessarily to the station, because data upload within radius of the station is definitely not going to be a thing if you want to try and get that on the internet. So where would you like to go and hang instead?
I think we should go to some spot that you have a map for.
Oh, absolutely.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Some sort of roof, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps.
Ooh, let's do a funny little evening overpass kind of situation, because that feels like a good view.
Yeah, there we go.
We get the kind of rush of traffic as people are moving back from their kind of day jobs back home, preparing to go and have dinner. And you've all been working hard as well, right? I suppose.
Yeah.
You've done so much towards your goal of making sure that billboard is being handled, or at least something might change now that you've got this footage recorded.
We're just gotta upload it to Stick Rock, man.
Absolutely. Does Savan have their own account? It normally, obviously, it would be in the best interest for most houses who try to make a name for themselves to have social media already in lock. You know, you don't want any like username setting. Arthur has expressly forbidden the house making any kind of social media. So I guess you have to kind of upload it on your own or an anonymous one. What do you want to do?
I would say that I do upload it on my own. Like, they absolutely have an account. They've had one before that's probably sat mostly inactive for a bit. So I think they essentially like log in, get everything done, and they're going to plan to upload it there.
Funnily enough, Pepper's sword is like, while you're putting it together, the sword has kind of wiggled itself loose a little bit so it can lean over Pepper's shoulder and is kind of like staring at the screen.
This does seem pretty wicked sick, it's true, but I do wonder if you've not quite cemented your message very much. After all, there needs to be a call to action on these kind of things. How is the unwashed masses going to know what to do or think after seeing your video?
Love how you're suddenly a social media manager.
You don't know my past life.
I mean, it sure is evil enough, I guess. So, yeah, I guess a call to action would be good. I mean, you can always put some sort of, I don't know, links or the title, or I don't know. You're probably better at this than I am.
I mean, what if you're gonna go and hold a cool rave where everybody gets to spray paint the billboard, you know? And maybe you get to, like, lift a very cool and handsome sword and throw it through the screen. I'm just throwing suggestions, spitballing.
You really want to smash something, don't you?
It's been so long. You're so... Of all the various people I've taken on as a protege...
There's a beat where you can tell that the sword was thinking of the right word to use.
You've been so well restrained, so measured.
It's fine. I think as long as you don't get to have fun, I think I'm doing a good job.
Can you believe this guy?
Looking over, exasperate, eye roving the three of you, like Molly, Fifi, and Savan, to kind of gauge your expression.
Can you believe this guy, honestly?
Savan's just like, just put the fries in the bag, bro.
There's definitely like, Fifi kind of looks down and just, I've been told I'm not allowed to talk to you on fear of what might happen.
There is a pleading, a single, like, blob of ichor that could equivocate to a tear wells up underneath this exposed eye as it looks towards Molly.
Honestly, this situation is kind of best case scenario as far as I know when it comes to, like, evil swords. You kind of want someone who's very just nonchalant and not going to take too terribly much advantage. But the idea of smashing that billboard is pretty attractive.
Yeah, as well.
Once we have enough outside revenue to, deal with the consequences, I think we can smash the billboard just fine.
What is the
if everything works?
What's the call to action that you decide to put on the video, Savan?
So Savan, Savan's basically gonna like link okay, so what Savan will do is, in order to not like, super put people off, I guess, they go in and they will try and basically kind of set up a kind of a charity and like link it basically to the video and just have it be something that you click on immediately when you try to engage with the video. And it'll just be like to what the district is. And then I think their plan is to also record on the overpass and basically do a little explanation of what they are like, what's going on with them. And on hopes of kind of chaining those two together too.
Okay, that sounds great. If we're going to be shooting something live here, I would love a check from you about that. It's not necessarily difficult, but it is something that kind of takes time and effort to do. So we're going to say it's a target number 10, but I'll let you take your own approach on what attribute you're going to use for it.
Can I play it now?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me know what. Hey, you clear it, but let me know what attribute you're using so we know what narrative approach you're taking.
I would say this would be like flow.
Okay. Yeah. So it's easy breezy. You kind of keep it in a way that it feels effortless and in control. Good.
Kind of setting it up oh yeah, next week we'll be doing this, but first, and then just kind of popping this. We'd really appreciate the support, that kind of stuff.
rings genuine. Of course it would. This is something that matters to you. There is a definite like fire behind how you operate in things, but also, it can be a little capricious sometimes. What makes you angry one day might not mean anything the next, but this is something that has actually really sat with you, and that is definitely reflecting in the way that you are delivering this video. Do the other three of you choose to add anything to the record?
I think Fifi would just be obnoxiously like colorizing whatever they could find in like really kind of heavy house and like turf colors and really getting that like House of Vox like branding all over everything. There's definitely just an obnoxious amount of purple on screen just at any given time. There's definitely more of a push of just like, right, yeah, no, we're gonna make sure this is 100%. Everyone knows this is coming for us. There is no way that anyone could like accidentally assume it's anyone else. No, it's House of Vox.
Pepper or Molly? So you it sounded like you had an idea.
Oh yeah, pretty much after the what Pepper was going to do is after the recording is done, right? He was just going to approach Savan and like kind of put his hand on Savan's head, but instead of like the grip, just kind of like a gentle like push down of the bill of the hat and saying, "Good job."
They pull their hood a bit to the side and it's like, yeah, whatever. Thanks.
Nice. One thing I didn't mention before, and I'll bring up now just in case it becomes useful for things going ahead, is tempo points. Earlier, Savan did an action that used the broadcasting tag on their microphone stand to involve a rival in an action and succeeded. Tempo points are something that you would call in other tabletop RPGs a meta currency. It is a thing that you can spend to be able to do a wide variety of things, largely, as the name suggests, to switch up the tempo, put things in your favor. It's a pretty broad range of stuff, including things like if you don't succeed a check, you can spend a tempo point to flip over the top card of the deck and see if it takes you there. If the value was over 15, you take an additional point of damage. You can use the effect of a relationship link that you have with somebody. So the relationships that you form, whether they are friendships or rivals, do actually get to do things like healing friends or doing additional stunting or like taking effects from rivals. You can add a prop to the scene or something that was previously ignored that you then say is in the scene. If you would be KO'd, you can spend a point of stamina to go to... you can spend a point of tempo to go to 1 stamina instead of being KO'd. It's a pretty wide variety. So the fact that Savan has an extra one is useful. Normally, all our players start with just 1 per session, and you gain additional ones through a variety of effects. So bear in mind that additional point of tempo that you have, Savan, for it may be useful in the near future. As things stand, though, we move to night and back to our neighborhood where the House of Vox's base is set up. The radio tower is still actually active and working. After all, there are a number of late night shows that still occur before it goes off air. And actually, in the middle of the set, we see the billboard above the restaurant continue to rotate obnoxious ads, and the glow of it, a sickly kind of pale green white glow across all of the buildings opposite it, some of it residential, and just blasting light into people's homes and casting this eerie, sick haze over the building, over the radio station itself. We feel the thrumming in the air as the metal of the radio tower atop the building kind of creaks oh so slightly in ire about the fact that it has to contend with this. And while some kind of like a very up-tempo kind of D&B garage set is going on, it's then interrupted. It cuts out into static.
I interrupt your scheduled programming to spit some truth to your ears, sweethearts, hearts. Do you really need a screen attached to you at all times? systems. From town criers to protest marches, it is the human voice that spreads the message, that gives solace to your concerns. The apps, the websites that were not made by us, not made for us. Through the screen, the haves lie to the have-nots. They lie to the have-nots. Through the internet, your mistakes are framed and archived forever. Miss Zena despairs for you, sweethearts.
The person running the show panics as the broadcasting has been interrupted by the turf specifically, and eventually hits an emergency power stop. And for the first time in a very long time, the broadcast of Radio Free Xena goes dead outside of within broadcast hours. Are any of you listening to the station at the time that this occurs?
I think probably at this point, part of Pepper's job is to always keep like an ear into the station.
Mhm.
So it's like this thing where he's probably relaxing with everyone else, but has like one of those portable radios with like an earbud attached to it,
Mhm.
just to like always be listening in to make sure everything's going smooth. And that as Pepper like listens in and sees that everything gets shut down, it's just this wave of panic goes over him of just, oh no.
Arthur, whose place of residence is within the building, kind of like runs back outside in pajamas. Not out into the streets, but into the kind of like main operant areas, being kind of like, what on earth was that?
Pepper just sits up straight, then transitions to a standing position.
Mhm.
Seems like the turf is not happy with something right now.
Oh, I mean, she's had moments before. It's not common, but you know, the turf is in a way how we operate. It is us. So sometimes there can be complications, but this is extreme. It's not happened like this for a very long time.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just nothing.
Well,
Hopefully it's just nothing.
I can only assume it's to do with, and because, you know, it's night and the lights are probably relatively low on the kind of like office floor. The glare of the billboard is now coming in through the kind of like shutter blinds and leaving these like razor sharp horizontal rays of light across the two of you as you kind of stand in this office area. It must be to do with that. It's maybe one of the biggest shakeups we've had in the neighborhood in a while.
Probably. It was fine before, though. Can't imagine that. Pepper stops to think for a second. Is it really that strict?
Look, how much do you know about how we live alongside the turf?
I mean, it's all around us. I think I know as much as the normal person. Without
Right.
the radio, we wouldn't have anything we have right now.
Yeah. It's, as I understand it, it's supposed to kind of exist as a reflection of our feelings, our emotions. It's our collective will made manifest, you know? But people are different. They change. They have weaknesses. They have fears. We're not perfect beings, even though we do have a shared vision. There are some things we don't align on easily, and that can make things complicated, especially if we don't operate in full harmony with the thing that we've made. The thing that we've made is a responsibility to all of us, you know? We can't just manifest a community and then turn our backs on it. And I've tried to do my best to reflect the values that the turf had, that Radio Free Xena had when she first came into being, but it's a lot. Maybe I was too strict. Maybe my desire to be strict has reflected in a way that's gone too far.
I mean, this whole radio thing was made to connect people, right?
You have a think as well, Pepper. The neighborhood, the turf, the community is a reflection of you in a way. Not just you, but still, there is a facet that you see yourself in when you think about Radio Free Xena. What is it? What is the facet of the turf that you see in yourself?
For the most part, it is the safety and consistency of it. In a world full of turmoil, this place provided a safety blanket for someone like him to finally have a home, finally to have a schedule, to finally have this thing that becomes normalcy, right? The radio station runs on a schedule. That schedule, for the most part, does not deviate. It's planned out with people, and there's a certain amount of comfort with that.
Yeah. There's a buzzing sound going on outside. It initially, you're relatively used to the idea of static hum in this building. It just happens whenever, really. Even with the modern technology of getting a clean radio signal, there's still a little bit of noise, but it feels displaced from here. Plus, we're not broadcasting right now. There shouldn't be a hum. Arthur moves over to the window and looks outside, and you see his body stiffen. What on earth is that? Pepper, you move to the window as well and look out, and there is a number of figures standing outside. These figures made of coalesced radio noise are walking down the street towards the restaurant and the billboard. Go and call the rest of your team. We need to, whatever this is, whatever the turf wants, we need to do something about this before people get hurt.
Yes, sir. Pepper rushes through the door, out the door to find anyone else.
Mm-hmm. We move to outside the restaurant. Savan, you could not sleep. And, well, while you are waiting for people to... You've been surreptitiously looking at your phone as people have been liking and commenting and sharing the video. It's doing well. Part of you does wonder if it's because it has Esper Battling's current golden boy in the footage. But still, a win's a win. But even that satisfaction could not get you to sleep with the bright light that has been shining through your bedroom window. You pull towels from the bathroom, and even if you can't see it, it still feels like you are looking at that ridiculous CG dog, even if you can't see it. It's getting under your skin. You grab something from your meager collections and step outside to go and deal with this directly. Fuck waiting. What do you bring with you?
So I know what he's gonna want to go to. What they're gonna bring. Mm-hmm. They bring. It's funny enough, not like a big heavy instrument. They go into the back and they bring out a tarp, like a pretty plain black tarp. Mm-hmm. That they just they usually keep it in because sometimes it gets a little leaky in the roof. And they just like put it over a bunch of stuff, but they pull together, have a little cord wrapped around it, and they take it out, and they think they're gonna go and just cover the whole damn thing up. And as they look outside, they probably see the figures, don't they? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we see you kind of like in your focus, take all your bits and pieces and march outside, and it's not too long before you're in front of the Stay Fry, and you hear the buzzing. And you glance over and you see these staticky figures marching towards the restaurant. You watch, psychics are capable of so much. And even then, the boundlessness of the human imagination can still be surprising. And you watch as one of them kind of just scales quite effortlessly the side of the building and then start to slam itself full body against the structure of the billboard, like the metal struts that hold it in place on top of the building. Creak.
So immediately they're just about to yell, hell yeah! And then they hear the creak and they're like, oh no. They stop as they fully realize what's in front of that large board that hangs there. And as much as they wanted to smash it in, smashing it down is an entirely different thing. So they kind of look at their tarp, and without really waiting for anyone, they just gun for it. They immediately, I don't think they had their rollerblades on, so they like struggle to just like slap and get their rollerblades on before they go over, which I think will conveniently be timed by the time others show up.
Yes, indeed. And in fact, we will move over to the battle scene. The battle scene is different now.
Oh,
Wow. So yes, the battles, action scenes, the grid can be used for lots of different purposes. As you can see, the tags are a little different now. We have the rooftop of the restaurant along the top, and we have an object marker representing the billboard. These little numbers down here that you see, the 2s, they are obstruction markers. Sometimes moving from one area to another is going to be more difficult, and this is represented with these obstruction markers. To get past an obstruction marker, you need to use parkour, and the value of the marker is how much is added to the check to be able to do it. So normally parkour is at 9 to beat, but with these it's now 11. There are obstruction markers that are just an X, which means that connection point is impassable by anything. We start with our 4 heroes. I guess this makes sense that Savan would be immediately in front of the building.
yeah.
As Molly, Fifi, and Pepper kind of arrive from behind. There is already a static entity on top of the building, as well as one, to your mild horror, Savan, already immediately next to you. All right, and so we enter into a more battle-focused sequence. We do still have our concentrated cards, one for Fifi and one for Molly, so do let me know if these ever need to be used to improve the value of your checks. But I will leave it to the floor as to who goes first.
Well, I would be down for going first really now.
Absolutely.
So let me just actually get up my cards again because I had to refresh. So then, to get up these 2, this is a sign of like how many checks you need.
No, it's a modifier to the parkour check, so you can't walk through that obstacle. You have to parkour it, and it's made 2 points more difficult.
Gotcha.
So you need like 11.
Gotcha. Okay. So, with that in mind, I'll sandbag a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna play a 6 as they try to parkour up, but it's difficult, and they didn't fully tie their rollerblades well, and so they almost immediately like fall down again as they just try to barely catch themselves, and then just stop from rolling down as they look up and try to reevaluate how they're gonna get up there.
To double check, what is your flow value?
My flow value is 2.
Okay, so that would be 6 plus 2 for 8, with
+1
plus
for my
1
gear,
for your
then,
skates for 9, which is unfortunately not an 11. So you spend your first action trying to scale the side of the restaurant, but it's you're flailing, you've been caught on the back foot, and it's too difficult to do right now, and so you have to weigh up your other options.
I stop, turn around, check back at the others, notice that the others are here, and it's just, they kind of look like, how do you even get up there?
You just have one more action to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, what other action could I do here?
Well, there's a thing next to you.
That is true. They kind of look at this staticky figure, this thing that's trying to climb up, and they kind of get up in its face and stop it from climbing the building.
Absolutely. What's the way that we can do this? But this can be like a freestyle check where you're kind of like, using a kind of conversation or whatever as a way of body blocking it. This could be a melee check where you are literally trying to kind of like use physical force to hold it back.
I think what works well too is I can tag my equipment, my broadcast, by yelling it out very loud, almost pushing past the buzz and commanding them to stop climbing the roof to the roof,
Okay, this sounds good. Let's go and make that a melee check. So you're going to be playing a card and adding your Volt, and it is going to be against the top card of this deck, whatever it is.
Okay, then I will play another 6.
The static entity plays a 7. It adds off the 7 a flat number. Yes. Okay. You play a 6, and the static entity plays a 7 with a general skill of 2. This is not a rounded character with the full stat block. It's just a flat number. It adds to all of its checks for a 9 total.
Gotcha. My Volt added is 2, so that'd be an 8, but I get a +1 on melee with my oversized mic stand, so I think that brings it up to a tie. What happens when a tie happens?
Ties go to attacker. We love to move the narrative forward.
We do. In that case, can't really get to me due to the gigantic mic stand I'm using to scream in its face. I match, tie, and beat it. What happens?
Normally, oversized does not work if you've tried to move already, but because your attempt to parkour kept you where you are, I am entirely fine with that being used.
Sure thing.
So yeah, you kind of like directly kind of blast this wall of will, your own will, into this thing using your microphone in close range. I asked Pepper earlier how the nature of the turf is reflected in him. What do you see yourself? How do you see yourself reflected in the nature of the turf? You kind of understand that this is intuitively, that you understand that this is Radio Free Xena giving itself a body to try and do something.
So, how do I reflect myself in the turf?
Yeah. What do you see when you look at the turf? You see yourself reflected in it. In what way?
I think the turf is reflecting specifically, what I feel is like, I see this and I think this is kind of rebellion. This is going against the apathy that the turf is feeling because of everyone being like, oh, we can't do this, legalese and stuff. I respect the turf's sense of rebellion against the bad thing that we all don't want to be here. And if anything, Savan is like, well, I knew this was going to happen. I told you so, kind of to themselves. And like, yeah, everyone should have known that this is the only way this was going to go, which is why they feel that they're a little responsible for not doing it first. And now it's going to be messy. And if anything, the turf is trying to rub in on it being like Savan was about to go do this himself. The turf's trying to become the coolest person in the room, and Savan is not going to have that. I'm going to bring it down, not you.
This kind of like a psychological smash that you've done does 2 damage, 2 stamina to the static figure. Melee attacks in general always do 2 stamina by default.
Nice.
Right. Who do you want to pass it to? You can pass it to the static figures if you like.
I will pass it to the static figures, yes.
As you hold that one down there at bay, the one on top moves over towards the billboard and decides and takes a wild swing at it. and doesn't do enough. There's another kind of full body slam into it. It's not using its like fists or head. Radio Free Xena is not used to the idea of having a physical body, and so is just using the whole cow as a blunt instrument. But this one kind of hits the struts in a way that's ineffectual and glances off, but it is still doggedly trying to go and slam against it. I'm going to pass to Molly.
Come on, you've got to use the fire escape. And I think she's going to try. She is unbound by the requirement to have wheels, and thus is just going to use the stairs or ladders to try and ascend to the rooftops.
Absolutely. I think I would like so you're going to move up to get in range. It's still technically a parkour check to kind of get up there, but that's what is considered parkour is pretty broad. Riding around a motorcycle in this game is parkour, so don't need to take it so literally.
I mean, she wouldn't be taking it like one step at a time. She's absolutely trying to like swing and get as many steps under each step as possible. But
absolutely. So let's go and move you up one to get up there. And then, let's go and take a parkour check from you. So it is your card play plus your flow, trying to meet or beat an 11.
So that is, I believe...
Jack of Spades here.
So that should be, 13 plus 3?
Hey, you do it. 11 plus 3, but yes, more than enough
3,
to kind of...
Right, his aces are 13s. If played against a face card.
Yeah, you barrel your way up the stairs. You've been to this place a lot. You've even helped Winstanley like in the back before, so you kind of know where the staircases are and that you can kind of jimmy this door to kind of get inside. You're like, I'm breaking and entering for a good reason. Please forgive me. As you... barrel your way inside the building and then emerge on the roof up top next to this billboard. You stare down at this staticky figure and again see yourself in the nature of the turf. What do you see?
I see something that can be a little old-fashioned at times, trying to make itself useful in the modern world. I think that's the biggest thing for Molly.
And it takes effort to do. It's not something that can just be said and then as a commitment to the future. It's not a New Year's resolution. It is something that requires hard work. And hey, you worked hard enough to be able to realize that. And in a way, I suppose the turf is also working hard as well, even if you don't agree. Who would you like to pass to?
Let's go ahead and pass it to Fifi.
I've definitely seen all this happen, and I'm just, okay. Radio's trying to kill the video star? I don't know. That's not the right way. Click my heels together. I would like to use one of my equipment tags, please. One of my gear tags. So my roller skates, on top of having voyaging, also have the tag musical. So as I click my heels together, this, funky, upbeat, very, hyperpop starts playing. And I'm gonna kind of just turn around to Pepper and just be like, okay, weird edgy things, it's your time, go! And I'm gonna try and use my use my tag here to do a burn check and try and give a tempo point.
Bear in mind, you have 1 card's worth of charge of concentrate, so you can, if you'd like to, get another 2 on that check to get there.
Ooh.
So you might be able to play a less strong of a card. I don't know your hand.
I would be just short, because it is an 11 check, and that would the most I could do would be a 10. So I'm gonna have to play a strong card and just have a very over the top boost here. So 9 plus the 2 that you just mentioned, plus 3 from my burn.
Oh, you don't have to mandatorily spend your concentrate if you don't want to. So if your 3 burn gets you there, that's perfectly fine. Yes, you remain locked in.
But 3 burn on there brings me up past. So yeah.
Absolutely. This the music that Fifi plays. Fifi can be a lot, Pepper, but there is genuine kind of passion and interest in the music that she enjoys, and even though this is not necessarily solving the problem immediately, you can tell that Fifi is trying to do her best to support everyone the way that she knows how, and that strikes you. You gain a tempo point.
And so tempo points can be used to change the terrain, or and what else?
They can change the terrain. You can avoid going to 0 HP. If there is a check that you would otherwise fail, you can flip a card off the top of the deck to get you there, hopefully. A variety of things. Basically, if it's something that goes beyond what you could mechanically do normally, you can probably say to me, hey, I'd like to spend a tempo point to get me there, and we can make a negotiation about it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's the end of Fifi's turn, or is there something
You
else?
do have one action you can still do, Fifi, if you would like.
I think I debate using my psychic ability, and then I'm like, okay, no, this is the radio, this is the turf, this is us. Let's see how things play out. Let's see how it's reacting, kind of deal.
Ooh, let's talk this through just a hair. What is Fifi's psychic ability?
Fifi has the ability to use puppetry, essentially. So to be able to force people to move or speak or things like that against their own judgment there. It's not a power that Fifi likes using all that much, and if she does use it, it's more in a kind of a fun way. But there's definitely this kind of grappling with the thought of it that's happening. But I think she does decide against it in the end.
It crosses your mind that if you try to what would happen if you try to use it on this physical manifestation of your turf? Would you just mind link with it and speak with it directly? What would that even do? You don't know, and that makes it terrifying to try and use. All right, who would you like to move to? You can still move if you'd like. So if you want to move up a square and kind of be,
yeah, I think I'll move up a square just so I'm kind of in the center of everyone and have a decent grasp. And then I will ping it over to Pepper.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of fun ways I can use this tempo point. So, by changing the terrain, could I technically change the terrain to get rid of the difficulty point of getting, up to the rooftop?
that sounds great. Absolutely.
So, what Pepper is going to do is he's going to move forward up to this middle space. So extreme circumstances require extreme things. So as he moves past these two, he lifts up the sword, much to the sword's joy, and slams it into the ground to knock up some of the earth to create a ramp up towards the billboard so people can get up there easier.
Yes, my time is finally here. I knew you had it in you.
And so as that's my movement, then a tempo point, and then I still have another action. Correct?
Yeah, no, tempo points don't take an action, and I'd be more than happy to go and clear that obstruction.
Yeah. And after smashing to the ground, Pepper is just going to look over at Savon, and is just like, don't worry, just go up to the billboard and handle this. I can at least deal with stuff down here. As Pepper is going to swing the sword down at this piece of noise down here.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to play this 7 plus my flow.
It would be your Volt, since it's a melee attack.
Oh, Volt. Oh, yeah, Volt. Okay, 3. So 7, 10.
The static entity flips a card off the top of the deck for a queen,
Yeah,
an 11.
Queen.
Plus their sort of 2 for 13.
Yeah, so they win. Because that's fine, because that's not really the full goal of it. As Pepper swings, the noise just sort of like glitches out of the way. But as the trail of the sword goes, it leaves a fog cloud of dark miasma as I tag one of my weapon's other tags, miasmic. This gear releases smoke or mist, making it hard to see. When used in a check, until the end of a round, checks to attack its targets in the targeted zone. Until the end of the round, targets need to make a -1 on their checks to attack inside this middle zone.
A big cloud appears. Technically, you're the last in the round, but I'll be like up top of the next round, so you actually get use out of it. Because I'm not mean like that. From the legendary cursed sword, big thick smoke kind of billows out. As I think the sword lodges itself in the staticky form of the entity. It's almost like viscous as it looks at you balefully. It is the top of the round. Who would you like to pass the turn to, Pepper?
Since I created the ramp for Savon, I'm going to pass it to Savon to use the ramp.
Yes. Savon's seeing a ramp, looks at it, and thinks, they did some pretty crazy stunts earlier today, but people would love to see this. Shame that this show was private, and they're going to immediately shift up and just immediately go for it. And I am going to play this king. We are getting up there.
Oh, no need to worry about the parkour.
Oh, it's just a move, yeah. Then I will, when I get up there,
ping to do something rad with it.
Yes, yes. As we ride up, sort of taking the momentum of the ramp, Savon flies in the air and then unfurls the tarp they had, and like a parachute, it flies, takes the wind, and starts hovering over as Savon slams that right on top of the billboard.
Okay, absolutely. That's your check against the billboard. Hey, there is a target number. You do not need to worry about it. It is much lower than King. In this big movement, you do manage to kind of cover the billboard with the top. Don't think about the kind of like the establishing size of the billboard that we may have seen in previous scenes. The tarp covers it. Don't think about it too hard.
Don't think about it. It's a big tarp. Tarp for a roof. It's a big tarp.
Available from Big Tops R Us. They're sponsors. We see an advertisement for Big Tops.
For Big Tarps R Us.
As it is then covered by branding, so they can't be too mad about it. It is demonstrating.
Gotta admit, only ad that was worth anything.
It goes dark.
There we go.
Yes, marvelous. Oh, let me get rid of that. Goodbye. And there is a moment of darkness. Again, mercifully, this billboard does not play sound. So with this obstructing it, the amount of light in the space is now heavily cut. The miasma down in front of the restaurant is now... You could not see through that. It was pretty difficult to see through before, and now it's also pitch black. The staticky figures don't know what to do, and they just kind of stand there. They seem able to be connected with, reasoned. Who would you like to pass the turn to?
I'll pass the turn to Molly.
Ooh, okay. How would Molly deal with this?
Well, the ability to commune with turf is something always available to you, and I would call that a freestyle check.
Okay, then let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and do a freestyle check to commune with turf.
To go over the types of questions you can ask, or rather the tone of answers you get. So you play any card from your hand to commune with the turf. The value is kind of the level of specificity you get in response. And if you play spades, you get answers appealing to logic, planning, and efficiency. Hearts are emotion, connections, and mystery. Clubs is passion, creativity, and experimentation. And diamonds are talent, desire, and security.
Well, I've only got the one card in hand at the moment, so...
Hey, slam that mofo down and let fate take hold. You can even use your concentration to make it an even higher value. Oh, well, you won't need to do that.
Nope.
Queen of Spades, logic, planning, and efficiency. What question are you asking?
Oh, and see, this is the, like, okay, I'm being thrown into the genie scenario of how do I craft a perfect wish?
And, you don't necessarily need to make a demand of it, just kind of getting its understanding. Understanding your community is important.
Same vibe, though.
Oh, yeah.
How can we coax you down? How can we, like, I'm spitballing here. How can we fix this situation? I mean, that seems like an obvious answer, right, everybody?
Yeah, no, I can open this to the table. We can talk through what the question could be if people have a raise on that idea.
I think a simple thing of why are you upset? Right? Because it's just like, is it the board specifically? Is it the nature of the board? I think just getting an answer, right, would of what is wrong would open more dialogue.
Sure. Okay, we'll go with that then. Or why are you doing this? Maybe?
Sure.
Or just stick. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I think I get the general vibe of the question. I'm not going to play to the letter of the law here.
All right, fair enough. I'm being too focused.
Yeah, don't worry. If you were trying to, the idea of communicating with like a turf that isn't tied to you personally, that doesn't have your best interests at heart, careful wording of communing with one feels like that would be very important to do. But ultimately, even if this is not necessarily what you want, your turf does care about you. You reach out, and this is the first time you've been able to do this. You reach out and physically touch RFZ 108 the Pulse. Didn't even really consider that could be possible. And your, like, sensation is overwhelmed with the rush of static. And it takes energy to kind of, like, coalesce these scattered thoughts. This is like fully connecting to the will of the people, raw and untapped. You can feel not just all of the members of House of Vox and their scattered will in this staticky mass, but even just the ordinary people that live and work near here that are still also part of the community, even if they're not a member of your house, flood and wash over you, and it's a lot. And yet you still ask your question. Why is it doing this? What is to be achieved here by making this action?
We've got a caller. A late caller. Molly. Very bold of you to ask so directly. I suppose I assumed that you would know. After all, I'm just doing the will of the Vox. I am a Vox Populi in a way. I reflect all of your desires to do something great to keep this place safe. This billboard is not safe. I can tolerate the idea that what we've built will one day be obsolete, that nobody listens to the radio anymore, but to be replaced by this is too much to bear. I can feel how tired people are. I'm so tired. I don't know how to change, though. I suppose the House of Vox has existed for almost 30 years, and I haven't changed. But The house has changed, right?
You can't really see eyes in this thing, but Sevan, you can feel it looking at you, and likewise Fifi. You can feel the one that's in the zone where you are turned to you.
People who love music look so different now. That's nice. Should I be different?
And that specifically, all four of you can hear. Should I be different?
Pepper speaks up. I don't exactly think you should be different.
I think everyone has to change as the world changes. And even if the world changes in a bad way, you can find a way to change in a good way.
I realized I was muted too as Savan, standing on the edge, kind of shifts attention as there's a bit of light that shines down as a bit of the billboard is the tarp flashes in the wind. A bit of the billboard exposes again as a light shines down, and this time acts almost as a perfect spotlight to fall down, as they're just like, hell no, though. You don't need to change at all. Give it a rest. After all, records are coming back. And I've even heard that VHS is starting to get popular again. You're a radio tower. Be a radio tower. But let me use my damn phone. I can be new and shining bright enough for everyone, but you just keep being radio, because that's why people love you. Seriously, though, let me use my phone.
There's a tilt of the head.
I'm sorry for not, being the best DJ out there, I suppose. I may need to add some new records to the collection and spin something new. I'll work on a new show. One that's, a little bit more, what was the word again? Online?
Savan kind of thinks about it a bit more and is just like, streaming.
I don't think I understand what that is, but...
Don't worry about it. You just do whatever you want.
No, it's...
There's a, like, genuinely, a big staticky hand, like, paps you on the side of your face like a there. It feels weird.
Everyone's gotta stop doing this.
I'm sure I'll understand as the House of Vox shares the information with me. I am all of you, after all.
I mean, you are. Like, you are all of us, and that's true, but you're also you. You're the space that everyone else has made their mark on, so maybe you should also be thinking a little bit about what you want to do.
That's a difficult question, Fifi.
Weird again. You've maybe spoken to the turf before or heard the turf address people. It's the first time it's addressed you directly. It knows your name. That's fun.
I think the responsibility of being an entity would be too much to bear. I like being ephemeral, on the waves, a concept. Even this is,
There's a lift of an arm, like a, why is this attached to me? Gross.
This is something I don't envy of all of you. But I will. Now, the screen is dark. Hopefully, you can all get some sleep. Weirdly enough, I feel I need to sleep too. This is the end of the broadcast. For all of those who are listening to Radio Free Xena, the Pulse. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
It vanishes.
Sev slides down casually, right down up to Pepper. It kind of rubs their nose. Thanks for the lift.
Yeah. He looks at the new ramp that has been installed. We're gonna need a little bit more from that fundraiser, I guess.
They also do that in character, that little chuckle as they're like, think the boss will get sleep tonight? Gonna need it for tomorrow.
I can only hope. So he's on his good side.
And so, we move. I love to play out an epilogue in our things where we have single scenes with everybody as we round out the narrative. It is the next day. Even though those who were kind of kept up late at night by the billboard and then very surprised about the light going out, whether they noticed the staticky figures or not, everybody rested a little easier. And it is a new day. And mercifully for one of the people who acts as a runner here, a new day filled with new and fresh donuts. I've got your donuts here and a bunch of croissants as well. I'll just go and place these over here. The glazed raspberry one is mine. I will be very sad if someone eats it. Leaves it there, daring somebody to try and eat it.
Oh, yeah? Can I roll on in here really quick?
Oh, absolutely. This scene is open for whoever wants to be in the scene.
Kind of emerging out from beside there, rolling back, seeing the glazed raspberry, slides in, and then hops up. You see these little dividers between there. Just sort of slides up there, reaches hands out, and immediately tries to snag it moments after saying, "Don't touch it."
Telekinetically, it moves back like 2 feet. I got you.
Stop daring people with your stupid voice and your stupid proclamations if you don't want it to try to be grabbed.
But you
wanted
fall
that to
for
happen.
it every time, and it's so funny.
Shut up!
It's there is a genuine laugh from him. It's just good to see you this early. How are you doing today?
All right, I got good sleep. Did you?
You know what? Yes. I don't. It's a bit of a long commute here, but I've been sleeping really restlessly lately, and this was the first night in a while it was peaceful.
Yeah. No, I guess something really cool happened last night. Who knows? Something to really bring up the entire city a little bit. You know.
Sure.
Not much though. Nothing too big.
Well, that's a very big way to go and speak about BG, although he is making waves recently.
That's not what I was talking about. Bijou bish, bijou that. Hey, check this out.
He's grinning so wide.
They pull out their phone. Do they have any bars in here?
Yeah, you actually have signal. It's not great, but it used to be non-existent. So that's
fine.
Miles and bounds better.
They've been loading this video all morning as they turn over their phone. Check this out and show the video that they recorded yesterday.
The response has been doing really well. And in fact, the little fundraiser page that you set up, even though it's only been only like half a day, really, there's already gotten some serious gangbusters. There is a pretty sizable donation from somebody called Ducky with the message "lol" afterwards.
As they completely ignore that and scroll to the comments. See this one? This one's pretty good. They're just looking at comments that are like, wow, that cameraman did the jump too. That's crazy. Cameraman, if you did anything.
All the ones that are gassing you up.
Yeah, scrolling past like 10 other ones that are like, wow, is that Bijou? And this continues as they continue to self-aggrandize, almost playing down while playing up last night into last evening, I suppose.
Absolutely. We move out. We move elsewhere within the station. What's somebody else doing? Well, let's move to somebody else.
I'll have Pepper talking to Arthur.
Absolutely. Yes. You give a knock on Arthur's door. Good morning. You doing all right? Did things seem to resolve in the end? I saw I was keeping an eye on everybody. Good work with the billboard. Was that really her?
Yeah. As far as we could tell, yes, it was her.
Bloomin' heck. All right. Well, I guess you came to an understanding. Although, he looks sheepish. It kind of feels like it's my responsibility to have conversations with her when things get that bad.
I mean, I think it's our job to have conversations with each other when that gets that bad.
Yeah.
After all, she represents us, right?
Yeah. True. I suppose we should have a, not to be corporate sounding and like, but an all-hands meeting about this. We've never had anything like this happen in the entire history of the house, you know? And I guess a new time calls for new measures.
Yes, but I have to make sure at least we're on the same page before that happens.
Absolutely. Oh, and I suppose I should give you some praise for looking after our new members like that. You and Minerva do a lot of good work.
Yeah, it wasn't as much of a pain as I thought it would be.
You get that flashing golden smile with a ripple of electricity across it. Attaboy. Meanwhile, Fifi, Molly. Yeah, Fifi or Molly. Who wants to take next?
So Molly is probably in one of the booths, just kind of not broadcasting herself, but definitely getting some new equipment set up and testing out audio gear and stuff like that. And is, as she's, plugging things in, she's listening for that hum that had been kind of sitting in the background for a while, and it has disappeared. Mm-hmm. The audio quality has smoothed itself out rather nicely. And she just kind of smiles to herself. She smiles to herself and, yeah, we're back on track, aren't we?
Your pocket radio starts fizzing.
She'll go ahead and do the very 1980s thing of pull it out, extend the antenna, and kind of twiddle the knobs to get things in tune.
Good morning. You are listening to the smooth sounds of Ms. Zenna, and I have a scoop for you. It has come to my attention that there has been additional fact-finding made by the House of Vox in terms of the new technology they can add to improve operations. Apparently, in the last 30 years, there have been better forms of voltage maintenancing and sustainability to devices that had previously not been installed. Reports say that they have been turning to Molly Minerva for leads on potential new operations to help the radio be even better.
Oh shit. I guess I gotta make some phone calls.
And now, the weather as it cuts out.
All right, Fifi, bring us on home.
Fifi probably has not been seen by the rest of the group much at this point because Fifi is working for the first time in a very long time, actually taking it seriously. Fifi has been running all morning, just errands and objects and, typical runner things as you would expect. And has posted up in one of the broadcast rooms and is just deep cleaning the room and is double checking everything's okay to the best of her limited ability and limited knowledge, checking cables for any breaks or checking if any missing dials or anything like that, and just cleaning the place up big time. And I was gonna say, and just kind of a very gentle vibe as she does so.
And it's strange, as you continue to clean and organize and neaten, you feel like the muscles in your back start to unknot, as though you are doing like yoga stretches and feeling just your frame open up as the room kind of opens up with dust aired out and stacks of books and records moved to the side. As the space feels more open, so do you. It's going to be a good morning. And that will be our session of City of Espers for now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody, for playing with me in this. There is some last bits of plugging that I am honor bound to do as the person putting this game together. But first, I want to let you all plug yourselves. That sounds rude. Savan, or rather, should I say Christian, please let the people know who you are, what you do, where your stuff can be found at.
Thank you very much. I am Christian once again. Thank you all for enjoying. I do the good shows on Stabbiness mainly right now. I have done No Home in Twilight, which is a Lancer RP. Go check that out. But also, currently I'm doing Decolonized Dungeon featuring Aloha over here, and also our dear friend Nathan Blades, who is playing Gartrinus and is doing a damn good job, and you should come on and check about how they've been doing, along with going and see the fun show. We're 10 episodes in, still counting, so go check it out.
Every Friday, please tune in for more. And they are bite-sized and really easy to listen to. I am not even biased. It's just generally such a well-produced show. You have not seen an actual play like it. Ray.
Hi, hello, I'm Ray. I have been a little bit offline over the past couple of years, just working on things in the meat space, as they say. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to get back into things. And I pop up every now and then on friend streams and such as this wonderful spot with these wonderful people. And yeah, I guess you can find me at Red Mage Ray on Blue Sky if you do want to tune into my occasional ramblings about things, but yeah.
For sure. Sheila.
Hello, everybody, once again. My name is Sheila Ornthalis, and I stream on Twitch 3 times a week. One to work on TTRPG stuff, once for Final Fantasy XIV, and once for tactics games. The big project we're working on TTRPG-wise right now is Proto Drive, a TTRPG system that uses the Lancer license from Massive Press to instead do a big dramatic game about cool drivers, a la Initial D and Fast and the Furious. So come and check that out as well.
It is very cool. It makes all the sense in the world to apply fine-tuning a mech to fine-tuning a car, but nobody's been doing it but you, baby, and you're making it shine. These cars are so cool, so I really look forward to seeing that game progress and you update it with all new bits and pieces. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
And last but by no means least, Aloha.
Hey, you can also find me on that funny Stabbiness channel that Christian mentioned. I do plenty of stuff over there, like play in Reflection, a nice, also Esper kind of based system with 100 D100 table of mystic awesome weapons and various other things. I also play in Decall Dungeon, also ran by Christian on the channel. But please check out Stabbiness because we have lots of shows.
And once again, if you didn't already know, I am your androgynous android late night DJ, Nathan Blades, tabletop RPG designer, streamer, voice actor, and general internet ne'er-do-well. This has been City of Espers. It is my most recent game at time of recording, being published by 3 Sales Studios. You can obtain the pre-release version of this game right now. That's right, right now, for absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. All you need to do is go and head to cityofespersrpg.com, and you will be able to obtain not just that, for pay what you want, but also general updates as the game continues to update and release. We are absolutely looking for people to playtest this game and give me feedback. I love this game a lot, but I really want it to be something that everybody is super stoked about and can feel joyous about playing. So please, if you do play this game and enjoy it and you have some feedback, do let us know. Also, there will be a Kickstarter campaign for the formal release of this game game, the full 200-page hardback available in your friendly local game store. That will be crowdfunded in 2026 in autumn, so do keep an eye out for that. Until then, though, you have been listening to Radio Free Xena, and we hope you all have a fabulous evening. Good night.